Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call to order a regular meeting of the Board of Public Works for September 13, 2001. Roll call.
Val Gomez.
Present.
Lena Guzman. Present. Douglas Powers.
Present.
Okay, come to minutes. We have the minutes of the regular meeting of August 23rd, 2021. Entertain a motion to approve as written.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Val Gomez.
Yes.
Lena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, we have no correspondence. We'll move on to new business. First item on our agenda, Vigilant Solutions Service Agreement. This is from the police department. Police chief sent an explanation. He wasn't able to make it. To the Board of Works from the police department, the Chicago Police Department is requesting approval for the Vigilant Solutions. This annual agreement is for all police officers to have to the license plate recognition database and camera footage. This software equipment is used for investigative purposes. A purchase order is on hand for this agreement. Thank you for your consideration. I think they've had this program for several years now for their license reader. The cost annually is $12,165. Are there any questions or comments on this proposal?
So that's just the increase from last year, the 11,000.
Right, and they were, if you see the purchase order, they were able to increase the purchase order to that amount.
I have no questions.
There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve Police Department's request for approval of their Vigilant Solutions proposal for their license plate recognition program.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Lena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next we have from Midwestern Electric, change order number 1. This is for a citywide security camera. This is from IT. IT director couldn't make it, but he sent an explanation. Midwest Electric citywide security camera installation phase 1 was approved by the Board of Works August 9th, 2021. This change order following submitted for approval regarding a change order for citywide security camera install phase 1. 140th and Alder, additional handhold added to 140th and Pulaski Street for $1,230. 143rd and Indianapolis Boulevard, additional 1,400 feet of fiber cable. That's 7,700. 151st and Railroad, additional handhold and 1,200 feet of fiber cable. That is an additional 7,830. Total change order number 1 total 16,760, which is 17% of the projected cost. Funding for this change order has been appropriated from Ordinance 21-0007 as amended April 12, 2021. Are there any questions or comments on this change order from IT with Midwestern Electric?
No.
None.
There be no further questions or comments. I entertain a motion to approve the proposal from Midwest Electric for change order number 1 in the amount of $16,760.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Lena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, now next we come also from IT, from Landmark Signs. Mr. Close's explanation, the IT department will be requesting any necessary repairs to the LED electric watch fire signs throughout the city. Landmark Sign Group will be providing the service. We're requesting the board approve the Landmark Sign Group rate schedule. So this is a rate schedule from Landmark for any repairs to our sign program. It's your rate schedule for 2021. Any questions or comments on this rate schedule?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve Landmark Signs rate schedule for 2021 from IT.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Lena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 2021-82, the NIPSCO lease extension agreement. The resolution is Chicago Board of Public Works extending the temporary easement agreement with NIPSCO for use of 519 West 145th Street. This is whereas Northern Indiana Public Service Company, NIPSCO, is performing maintenance on its equipment adjacent to 519 West 145th Street and previously entered into an agreement pursuant to the Board of Public Works Resolution 2020-42 to use a city-owned lot as a staging area for a period of 10 months from December 1st, 2020 through December 30th, 2021, and in exchange pay the city a sum of $1,000 per month for use of the property. Whereas NIPSCO has requested an extension of the agreement for 3 months at a rate of $1,000 per month for a total of $3,000 through December 31st, 2020 in order to complete utility work at the site. Whereas the agreement with NIPSCO is for their use of the property at 519 West 145th Street for staging, and their agreement to restore the property and pay the city for its use is reflected in the attached temporary easement agreement. And like I said before, it's $1,000 per month. Now therefore be resolved by the Chicago Board of Public Works that it hereby approves a 4-month extension of the temporary easement agreement reflecting NIPSCO's intent to use it in restoration of the property in exchange for payment to the city of $1,000 per month for an additional payment of $3,000 over 3 months for a grand total of $13,000 from December 1st, 2020 through December 31st, 2021 to the city, and authorizes the President of the Board of Works to execute the temporary easement agreement on behalf of the Board of Works. Any questions or comments on Resolution 2021-82?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve City of East Chicago Board of Public Works Resolution number 2021-82.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Rena Guzman,
Yes.
Douglas Collins.
Yes.
Okay, next we have interlocal agreement between the City of East Chicago acting through its Board of Public Works and the School City of East Chicago acting through its Board of Trustees for the Truancy Program. Whereas on July 22nd, 2019, the East Chicago Common Council adopted the ordinance number 2019-0008 establishing the city's truancy program, a copy of which is attached here too. And whereas Section 8 of the ordinance created a non-reverting fund for the operations of the aforementioned truancy program, whereas the city contributed funding in the amount of $75,000 to assist the program in meeting its expenses of operation during calendar year 2019, and whereas having observed the initial implementation and operating phase of the truancy program, and having observed the significant benefit to be derived by the residents of the city from the operation of said truancy program, the city now deems that contributing to assist the program in meeting their expenses to be a necessary, desirable, and lawful use of city gaming revenue. Now therefore in furtherance of said recitals, the parties hereby agree to the following. 1. The recitals are incorporated herein as set forth at length and are made a part of this agreement. The city shall contribute and pay as needed during the calendar year 2021 an amount not to exceed $75,000 to be used for operating expenses of the program upon receipt of an invoice from the school city. School city shall contribute and pay as needed during calendar year 2021 an amount not to exceed $25,000 to be used for the operating expenses of the program. 3. Any notice required to be provided or served pursuant to the terms and conditions of this agreement shall be deemed properly served when directed in writing to the following parties: for the City of East Chicago, Attention City Controller, 4525 Indianapolis Boulevard, with copy to Corporate Counsel. For School City, Superintendent of School City of East Chicago, 1401 East 144th Street, East Chicago, Indiana. Any questions or comments on this interlocal agreement?
No.
Real time. I apologize, there's 2 paragraph number 3. So the bottom of the first page.
Oh, okay.
So I'll fix that.
On the signature copy,
Yeah.
so Carla will fix that. Yep, I was reading so fast I missed that second, third.
I apologize, but I should have caught it.
Okay, so, any other questions on the interlocal agreement?
None.
There be no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve the interlocal agreement between the City of East Chicago acting through its Board of Public Works and the School City of East Chicago acting through its Board of Trustees for the truancy program.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Al Gomez,
Yes?
Invoices,
Yes.
Douglas Collins.
Yes.
Okay, next we have a second start truancy prevention program professional service contract for the truancy officers. We have 4 truancy officers, Ronald Edmonds, Sam Maldonado, Carla Brown, and Enrique Perez. The terms of the contract for each one are identical as the previous contracts which the Board of Works passed in 2019. The period in these contracts cover from the 2nd of August 2021 through October 29th, 2021. The terms are as follows for all 4 truancy officers: $21.42 per hour, not to exceed $8,000 without prior authorization. As I mentioned, these are 4 identical professional service contracts for these 4 gentlemen as truancy officers. Are there any questions or comments on these 4 agreements?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the second start truancy prevention program professional service contracts for Ronald Edmonds, Sam Maldonado, Carla Brown, and Enrique Perez to begin 2nd of August through October 29th of 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Al Gomez,
Yes?
Invoices,
Yes.
Douglas Collins.
Yes.
Okay, now we have the contract for second start truancy program professional service contract for the administrative assistant. This is also for the 2021 through for the same period from August 2nd, 2021 through October 19, 2021. The terms of her agreement, which is the same as the one we passed previously in 2019, is for $16.40 an hour, not to exceed $6,000. Are there any questions or comments on this agreement?
No.
So, okay,
No
that's
question-
not,
no questions
that's
or
not
comments?
is that what your document reads on here? It looks like it's 2142.
No, there was a correction.
Oh, there's another correction. Oh, okay, all right. Then no comment.
There was a correction, because that was the rate for the truancy officers.
Okay,
So the
good.
correct rate is $16.40, which is in the original contract. Contracts stay the same, the terms stay the same. We're just extending them from August 2nd through October 29th, 2021. And this is for the administrative assistant, Jasmine Colley. Any questions or comments?
None.
There being no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve second start truancy program professional service contract for administrative assistant for Miss Jasmine Colley through from August 2nd through October 29th, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Al Gomez,
Yes?
Invoices,
Yes.
Douglas Collins.
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll move on to outstanding invoices. First invoice is from Garrett Construction. We have, this is from engineering, we have 2 invoices dated 4/30/2021. One in the amount of $172,052.15. Second one in the amount of $69,454.40 for a grand total of $241,506.55. The description engineering department received the invoice on time. However, we are waiting on the final EEOC total. Services have been rendered and invoices should be processed. Any questions or comments on this invoice or the explanation?
Oh, no, yeah, I said no, my
No, I
apologies.
saw you
Yeah, no.
skating, I thought you were
No,
found
I-
something.
Flipping through the pages.
Okay, there being no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve Garrett's Construction's late invoice from engineering in the amount of $241,506.55.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Yes.
Douglas Howard.
Yes.
Okay, next we have from late invoice from Northwest Indiana Regional Planning Commission. This is one late invoice dated 3/23/2021, the amount of $1,182.86. And this is from our planning department. Explanation, due to transition in staff, the invoice was misplaced in the process. Mr. Powers, the services were provided though?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions or comments?
None.
There being no other questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the late invoice to Northwest Indiana Regional Planning Commission in the amount of $1,182.86.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, next we have from the Times, late invoice, also from Planning Department. We have two late invoices, one dated 5/14/21, the amount of $66.34. One dated 5/15/21 for $19.09, for a total of $85.43. Explanation, the department no longer has staff, so we believe the invoices are being mailed to the staff email, which is not monitored anymore. The engineering department was emailed the outstanding invoice on 9/7/2021 to get assistance on payment. So these services were provided?
They were.
Okay. Any other questions or comments on the late invoices to the Times?
No.
There'll be no further questions or comments. I entertain a motion to approve the late invoices to the Times from our planning department, amount of $85.43.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Yes.
Douglas Howard.
Yes.
Okay, next we have late invoice from Americo. This is from the building department. We have a late invoice dated 6/29/2021, amount of $725. Description, invoice was received late, services have been rendered, and invoice should be processed. This is from the building department. Any questions or comments on the invoice or the explanation?
Services were rendered.
Yes. There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the late invoice for Miracle in the amount of $725 from the building department.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Yes.
Douglas Howard.
Yes.
Okay, next we also from the building department, we have a late invoice from Midwest Service Group. Invoice dated 4/30/2021, the amount of $498. Explanations, services have been rendered, and invoice should be processed. Okay, any reason why the invoice was late, though? Did we receive the invoice late, or? Right, yeah, for that 498. Description says the services were rendered and invoice should be processed. It doesn't say why it was late.
Midwest Service Group did invoice, we needed to get verification from Miracle that this payment's not, that came some months after, so that's why it's
Okay, so we're waiting for the clarification letter.
yes.
Okay. Any other questions or comments?
And that, is that the August 23rd?
That's correct.
None.
There be no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the late invoice payment to Midwest Service Group in the amount of $498.
So moved.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Guzman,
Yes.
Douglas Howard.
Yes.
Okay, next we have a late invoice from Building Department for Northwest Indiana Environmental. We have two late invoices, both dated 6/23/21. One in the amount of $54,132. The other one in the amount of $4,800 for a total of $58,932. Description: invoice received late, services have been rendered, and invoice should be processed per Building Department. Any questions or comments for the Building Commissioner?
No.
None.
There be no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve the late invoice to Northwest Indiana Environmental in the amount of $58,932.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Linda Guzman,
Yes.
Douglas Powell.
Yes.
Okay, next we have a contract between the East Chicago Board of Public Works and Midwest Service Group. This is for demolition awarded on August 9th.
It's actually, Val, just to, if I may clarify, this is actually for them to be on site. They're the asbestos contractor that will be on site while demolition is occurring.
Okay, I see the project. This is for 4916 Melville, asbestos abatement contractor on site for demolition of 4916 Melville. The amount is $3,792, 3792. Any questions or comments on this contract? Or is asbestos abatement on site?
No.
None.
There be no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve the contract between the Chicago Board of Public Works and Midwest Service Group for their asbestos abatement on site during demolition of 4916 Melville.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Linda Guzman,
Yes.
Douglas Powell.
Yes.
Okay, next we have from Richardson Disposal awarding the demolition of 4034 Grand Boulevard. This is that trailer on that location?
Yes, the trailer and the parking lot, we requested proposals. We received two of them.
Mm-hmm.
One was from a JM Industrial for the demolition. It was $10,560 for the demolition of trailer only. And demolition of parking lot was $10,940 for a total of $21,500. Richardson Disposal, their demolition cost for the trailer only was $8,000. For the parking lot, installation of topsoil was $6,500 for a total of $14,500. So I'm recommending that we award Richardson Disposal the full work for both removal of the trailer and parking lot.
Okay, so they're the lowest, most responsible bidder?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
No.
There be no further questions or comments, or entertain a motion to approve the awarding of Richardson Disposal for demolition at 4034 Grand Boulevard in the amount of $14,500.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Linda Guzman,
Yes.
Douglas Powell.
Yes.
Okay, next we come to, this concerns the Mallet spam. This is a request from the Building Department. It's a request approved for a proposal submitted by, wait a minute, this is the one we canceled. Okay. Reimbursement request for damage done to two exterior doors during the pre-demolition inspection. I believe we're responsible for this damage.
Yes. At the time when the inspection was conducted, they had already acquired a permit to do some repairs, and so that inspection shouldn't have been taken since they were given the opportunity to do the repairs.
Okay, and the location at 4826 McCook.
Correct.
The print is very tiny. Okay, so the amount would be $1,763.25. Are there any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
Okay, there be no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the reimbursement for damage done to two exterior doors during the pre-demolition inspection in the amount of $1,763.25.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Carl Bolden,
Yes.
Ullman,
Yes.
Douglas Collins.
Yes.
Okay, next we have for an allowance authorization number 2 from Garrett Construction. This is for Block Stadium Phase 5. We have the letter from Verick authorizing, and this is from their, I believe this is the second one we had, and this is from a total cash allowance on this project, which originally was $5,000. Previously, we authorized $1,573. This authorization is for $200, and it's for 2 additional locker and panels for owner installation. So the revised amount, allowance amount would be $200. Any questions or comments on this authorization?
No.
No.
There being no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve the allowance authorization number 2 with Garrett Construction at Block Stadium Phase number 5 in the amount of $200.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Carl Bolden,
Yes?
Ullman,
Yes.
Douglas Collins.
Yes.
Okay, next we come Thomas Irrigation, change order number 1 from Block Stadium. This is also from our project manager, Keith Salvi. And this is for any additional costs added to original estimate due to the duration of work schedule of $1,590. Additional work completed but not included in the original estimate of $2,735 for a total of $4,325. So this is for change order number 1 from Block Stadium. Mr. Salvi writes, this is for increase in materials and additional sprinkler heads to complete scope of work. That was the main reason for the change order with Thomas Irrigation. Are there any questions or comments on this change order?
No.
None.
There be no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve Thomas Irrigation change order number 1 for Block Stadium in the amount of $4,325.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Carl Bolden,
Yes?
Ullman,
Yes.
Douglas Collins.
Yes.
Okay, next we have mechanical concept change order number 1, Block Stadium Phase 5. Okay, Mr. Salvi sends us Block Stadium Phase 5 mechanical concept change order number 1. Miscellaneous time material changes throughout Phase 5 include the following: SS covers and shrouds, sanitary sewer connections for home and visitor section, exterior cleanout and downspout connectors, downspout guards, yard hydrant and gas valve at bullpen area, B-box valve leveling. Total amount would be $17,640. And this is improvements to Block Stadium Phase 5. Change order number 1, contractor would be Mechanical Concepts. Any questions or comments on this change order?
No.
No.
There be no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve Mechanical Concepts change order number 1 for Block Stadium Phase 5 in the amount of $17,640.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Carl Bolden,
Yes?
Ullman,
Yes.
Douglas Collins.
Yes.
Okay, next we have change from Hassey Construction, change orders 25 and 28. Guthrie Street reconstruction. Unfortunately, I'm missing this. Paperwork here. See? Okay, change order number 5. This is location Guthrie Street. Description, during the construction of the underground of Guthrie Street, it was determined that the existing 24 and 30-inch water main at the intersection of Washington Street and Guthrie Street differed from the city of East Chicago, from what the city of East Chicago has in their records. It was discovered that between the age and condition of these mains, that some additional replacement should be done along Washington Street. This led to some changes in the field and agreement between all parties that this additional water main work should be done under a separate contract. It was agreed upon between the City of East Chicago and Hesse Construction that the city should purchase the water main materials that were not used under this contract in order to utilize for future repairs and or replacement. Hesse will provide these materials to the City of East Chicago, and the immaterial materials can be seen in the attached documentation. This results in an increase of the contract of $32,874.60. Current contract value was $10,838,720. Any questions or comments on change order number 25? So this was for the additional material replacement equipment. There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve Hesse Construction change order number 25 for Guthrie Street reconstruction for the additional material in the amount of $32,874.60.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Al Gomez,
Yes?
Guzman,
Yes.
Douglas Powell.
Yes.
Okay, next we have change order number 26. This is also for Guthrie Street. Description, change order number 1, remove the stamped asphalt crosswalks that were originally in the bid document. In order to stripe the crosswalks approximately, a new pay item must be added. Line thermoplastic crosswalk. This would result in an increase to the contract of $15,106. Any questions or comments on this change order?
No.
No.
There be no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve change order number 26 with Hesse Construction and recommended by Robson Engineering in the amount of $15,106.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Al Gomez,
Yes?
Yes.
Douglas Powell.
Yes.
Okay, next we have change order number 27. Various locations along Guthrie Street. Description, at the direction of the City of East Chicago by Doug Cunningham, Hesse Construction was directed to furnish a price to perform hydro seeding along various areas that were disturbed outside of the original contract. This resulted in anticipated increase to the contract of $6,470. So this is for the hydro seeding. Any questions or comments on this change order?
No.
So this is just coming to us now. Hasn't Mr. Cunningham hasn't been working for us for quite some time, has he? Or
Well, they extended his contract, I believe, one more month, so he could finish off some of these sections. I think that was in our last meeting, I think we had that extension to his contract.
Okay.
And I believe once that's completed, then he'll be finished.
Got no questions.
Questions? Tina?
Just, I think the city's, is the city watering? Is the city doing that and not, yes? Okay.
City water? Okay. Want to put your meter on there, Tina? Okay.
I'm gonna have to have a meeting on that.
I knew what you were thinking. Okay, no further, Any further questions or comments?
None.
There being no further questions or comments, I need a motion to approve change order number 27 from HASI with approval from Robinson Engineering in the amount of $6,470 for the hydro seeding along various locations on Guthrie.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now we come to change order number 28. Also at various locations along Guthrie Street. Also from HASI with approval from Robinson Engineering. Description at the direction of the City of Chicago by Doug Cunningham. HASI was directed to furnish additional traffic control and materials in order to construct temporary roads in order to provide the traveling public additional ways to get around the Guthrie Street road construction. This work to construct, maintain, and provide signage for temporary roads as well as restore the area around temporary roads was tracked under a time and material basis. The result of this is an increase to the contract of $140,178.84. Are there any questions or comments on this change order?
No.
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve change order number 28 for the Guthrie Street with HASI and approval from Robinson Engineering also, an amount of $140,178.84.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that brings us to our right-of-way applications from engineering. We have right-of-way applications number 21-03981 through 21-04004. Any questions or comments on these Board of Public Works permit applications?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the aforementioned permit applications.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I believe we concludes our new business. We have no other business on the agenda. Our next regular meeting will be Monday, September 27, 2021 at 4:30 p.m. That concludes our business for tonight. Entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
I would like to call the meeting to order, the regular meeting of the Board of Public Safety, September 13th, 2021. May we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag. God. You may be seated. May we have the roll call, please?
Justin Reed,
Here.
Richard Truzinski.
Here.
Thomas Davis.
Okay, thank you. Is there a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes from August 23rd, 2021?
I make a motion.
I second.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions?
I have none.
Hearing no questions, we'll take a vote. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. There's no correspondence in front of us. May we have a motion to accept the fire department report?
I make a motion.
I second.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions?
None.
Hearing no questions, we'll take a vote. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, now we'll have our report from the building department.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
James Watarating, Chicago Building Commissioner. I'd like to excuse Attorney Kevin Smith today. But before you have the notice of emergency order to vacate for 4720 Railroad Avenue.
Okay.
That was sent out. That building was vacated, as you know, and so also have the,
Excuse me, a point of order? Okay, after you done, okay, that'd be fine. Okay,
an emergency order to demolish the unsafe building at 460103 Indianapolis Boulevard. This building also was before you. Bricks were collapsing there, and we had to take that emergency action to remove those bricks from there. With regards to the properties that are presented today, we do have several properties here before you. We have representation here for the property located at 3911 McCook Avenue, owned by Wells Fargo. The attorney is here. We would like to, and she'd like to.
okay. If you wouldn't mind, you can come to the mic and state your name. And just before you speak, can you just give us a little bit of background on what this property is? Is this commercial property or residential?
This is a residential property.
Okay,
Wells Fargo purchased this property.
I'm sorry, just for the camera and the notes, can you just state your name again and who you're representing? I'm sorry.
Sure,
And
sure.
James, give us 6 feet if you can. All
My
right,
name is Cassandra Neal, and
Okay.
I'm from Hinshaw Culbertson, and I represent Wells Fargo Bank.
okay,
This is a foreclosure residential property that Wells Fargo purchased. After receiving notice of the demolition order, Wells Fargo has begun the process of finding demolition bids and is still in the process of finding and accepting a bid for demolition.
okay. Do you have a time frame?
No, I do not.
Okay, that's pretty important to us to know that this is the time frame in which they're moving. I know corporations take a little bit of time, and we'd be considerate, but definitely time frame is something we like to keep Mr. Port Latina aware of. Okay, thank you for coming and sharing that with us.
All right, sure.
All right.
So as I mentioned, the owner was listed as Wells Fargo Bank. Photos show missing side entrance on the garage, porch and guardrails in disrepair. Attic window boarded up, rotted fascia boards on the north side of garage, broken glass and boarded up windows. I have forwarded a list of demolition contractors to the attorney here.
Okay.
And so we would like to enter the order.
Okay. Do you want to go down your full list here?
Yes.
Okay.
Just for the record, all these have been properly served and notices were sent out to
Okay.
each of the owners. So 514 Spring, 3820 Ivy, which was the first one on the list, garage only. Owner listed as Mary Laszlo. Photos show brick garage that needs tuck pointing. Loose bricks on the north side and door appears to be damaged. No permits have been obtained. Set for bid. Enter order and set for open bid.
Okay.
514 Spring Street. Owner listed as Thomas John Dunbar Jr. Photos show two-story brick structure with boarded up windows, deteriorating roofing material. Mortar joints cracks, needs tuck pointing. Garage is also boarded up with deteriorating roofing materials. Homeowner's permit submitted and denied. Need licensed contractor. No current permit on file. Set for bid.
You know, just one more thing. I'd like to let the attorney know that if you would, you're welcome to stay, but if you would like to leave, I think we are done too. So I don't want you to feel obligated to stick around. Just trying to be courteous. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Go ahead, please.
So, enter order and set for open bid. 4831 McCook Avenue, owner listed as Sharon Walker. Photos show two-story white structure with boarded up windows and doors, deteriorating roofing material. Siding is missing, broken. Front and back stairs are in disrepair. No permit. Enter order, set for open bid. 4505 Todd Avenue, owner listed as Samuel Lopez Utrera. Photos show two-story white structure with deteriorating roofing material, loose and rotted or missing soffit, fascia boards missing, broken siding, railing, balusters are missing. Garage also appears to be in disrepair. Owner and his wife were here They would like to enter into rehab, but I would like to enter the order with a stay for a status on October 25th. 4509 Todd Avenue, owner listed as Nicholas Stasek. Photos show two-story gray structure with deteriorating roofing material, eaves in disrepair, gutters in disrepair, missing, broken siding, no permit, pending contact with owners to make repairs. Would like to enter order, and then with a for open bid.
Okay.
5432 WEG, owner listed as Ruben Kiraga Sr. Photos show deteriorating roofing material, mortar joints in chimney, knee tuck pointing. Garage also appears to be in disrepair. Part of the fence has collapsed. As no permit have been pulled. Enter order set for open bid. 4127 Grace, garage only, owner listed as Tango Real Estate Investments LLC. Photos show deteriorating roofing material, missing overhead garage door, rotting fascia boards. Mr. Tom Wininski was here, said that the owner that bought it under contract has done some repairs, show some photos we need to verify. I would enter order set for status so that we could do the inspection.
Okay.
3919 Butternut, garage only, owner listed as Lakemore Rentals LLC. Photos show missing, broken siding, overhead doors in disrepair. Spoke with owner's brother, will make repairs. I would like to enter the order set for status.
Okay.
3916 Evergreen, owner listed as Lake Porter Housing Partners LLC. Photos show two-story structure with deteriorating roofing material, stairs in disrepair, missing window panes. No permit has been pulled. Enter order set for open bid. (822) West Chicago Avenue, owner listed as 822 Chicago Avenue LLC. Photos show very large commercial structure with boarded up windows and doors. Wood is rotting, bricks are popping, stone are veneer is falling. We have received communication from both. This property is up it's up for tax sale, and we've received from both the purchaser and the current owner, who would like also to, and their attorneys have called. They would like to enter into rehab agreement. So I would enter the order and set for status October 25th.
Okay. Okay. Is there a motion to accept the report from the building department?
I make a motion to accept.
I second.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions?
I have none.
Questions here? No questions. We'll take a vote. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right. There is no audience for participation. I think Mr. Morrisroe had a point that he wanted to point out to us.
Yes, I don't have complete, I know they've been working hand in hand with Tia Colley, the administrator, and they were all housed in the hotels, and, you know, are given vouchers. So if any more information that you would need, I would just simply ask you to, you know, and I could find out, but Tia Colley would be the person that you can speak on behalf of that.
Okay. Thank you for your report.
The report from WJE, our engineer, was one that mentioned that we needed to vacate it immediately. So we took the recommendation from the professional engineer that
Sure.
it needed to be vacated.
Right. Okay. Okay. Thank you. There's no audience here for participation. If we don't have anything else, our next meeting will be Monday, September 27th at 6 p.m. And if there's nothing else, we'll take a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion.
I second.
All in favor, aye? Opposed? Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.